Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So I have just returned from a lovely break for my wedding anniversary with my husband of 13 years. We went to beautiful and stunning Lake Como and to Milan. I have come back with a cold, so I really apologise in advance if I sound bunged up. I am not 100%, but what I will do today is show you the rest of the Suqqu Summer 2024 collection, which was kindly sent to me via the Selfridges team. I just want to give a big thank you to them for sending this out to me, and I got this today, so I wanted to get this up before the collection launches. So let me first of all show you what I got. So I was kindly gifted this gorgeous Suqqu bag, and I'm definitely going to be using this when I am enjoying the sunny weather. We did have sunny weather this week. It was very beautiful yesterday when I returned. I got a Suqqu Aquaphon trial set as well, and I have the larger size, and I love taking these when I'm traveling, when I'm abroad, and I use these and they're just so easy to use. I have the eyeshadow that was $139 and I'm going to show you this today. I also have the two Cream Touch blush and lip in SO1 and SO3, so I'll show you those. And I also have the two lip products that are part of this collection, which is the Suqqu Treatment Wrapping Lip in 107 and 108. So I have the rest of the collection to show you. I currently have some Suqqu foundation on at the moment. I have tanned, so 040 fits perfectly with my skin tone right now. Caught a bit of sun whilst I was in Milan and Como towards the end of the trip, and then yesterday when I was in the sun in London, caught the sun as well. So it's, yeah, definitely got a little bit of a glow going on, which is going to be perfect to show off this summer collection. So let's start off with the eyeshadow. This one is in the shade NATSUKOGASHI 139, and it's the one that leans more on the orangey side. I mean, both palettes are gorgeous, and I thought this is very summery. So it's a beautiful colour story. So you've got some orange, yellows, gold. These are stunning and perfect for summer, as you can see, but it is such a stunning and beautiful palette. So let's swatch these. We'll start off with this and then we'll go around this way. So the first colour is here. This definitely looks more like a kind of topper shade. Beautiful. So pretty. That's the first shade. And the second one is this kind of more satiny matte shade, which is again gorgeous. So I'm just going to put that next to that shade there. And then this shade here, which is kind of like Suqqu's signature sort of shade. The way they do these shades is just so beautiful. So we're moving into the third shade. And I just love the depth of that and just the colours that are reflecting through there. And then finally we're going to go into this orangey shade, which is just gorgeous. So we're going to see that. I mean, it's just so pretty. I'm going to go into the final shade here. So all gorgeous, stunning colours. Can't wait to do an eye look with this. So before I start, I just wanted to let you know that I've put some concealer on my eyelids just so that it kind of grips the colour, and I've also put some under my eyes because I'm still kind of catching up on my sleep as I've not been too well. So I am going to go into this shade first, which is this sort of mustardy shade, and I really like the way this looks. Kind of want to put this on as like a base shade, so let's see how this fares. That's pretty. That's lovely. It's given the eyes a really nice kind of base to work with. So I'm going to take the orange shade next. It's very pigmented, so I'm just tapping some of the excess off. And I'm just going to kind of put the colour just on the lid, but just on the kind of crease. Give the eye a lift with the orange shade. It's a really lovely colour. think it kind of blends really well with that other shade as well. And I've kind of blended it out so that it's not as intense as it looks in the pan, but you can intensify it, of course. I'm really excited to try this sort of more glittery shade. Let's try that shade. My gut feeling is that this is going to look better with my finger application. So let's try it with my finger first so you can see it's really intense. And I'm going to just put it on the outer V initially. It's got this lovely kind of browny shift, brown gold shift. I'll blend that out in a minute with a brush, but I just wanted to get the colour on the corners. I like that sort of lovely shift, but also this colour has a lovely depth, kind of adds something to the corners of my eyes. I really like that, and you can see that the product is really pigmented, which is really nice. Just taking another one of my brushes, and I'm just going to take this and just blend it out on the corner. Letting the brush do all the work. Just blend it out. You can always add more if you want to, but I'm just starting off with a light touch because I want to see how this brown and gold sort of blends out on the corner. So I don't want to go too far or too much, but you can see that that is such a pretty eye look. It's gorgeous. And I'm going to use that other shade as a kind of inner corner highlight, I think, or just maybe I'm going to put it in the centre of the lid and see how I go. But I'm going to intensify it once I've put on some mascara, some brow and some liner. So we'll go in with that gorgeous yellowy shade. I'll go in with that, and I'm just going to put that on the sort of middle part of my eye, just to let it pop a little bit there. So pretty. These shades just work so lovely on my eyes. And this is just me sort of lightly tapping. I'm going to go and add some extra orange in, so don't worry about the intensity. What's great about this is you can build. So I've just gone away and I've added some mascara, some liner and some brow. And what I thought I might do is, since I can see now what I'm working with, I'm going to go in with the palette again, and I think I'm going to intensify it a little bit. So I'm going to take the orange shade, and I've got a different type of brush because I just want to be a bit more particular about how I apply the orange. I'm going to go literally directly onto that crease and not go higher than that if I can, because I just want that to pop, almost like an orange liner above. I like the way that this orange can pop. I mean, you can do whatever you feel works, but this is kind of like, I just want to see how good this orange pops, and it does really pop. I like that intensity. I'm sorry the camera's going in and out, apologies. But you can see how that has popped on my eyes. And then I'll just take a little bit of that more mustardy shade that we used earlier and just put that above. Again, give it a little bit of a gradient. I'm going to take that brown shade again and just put that on the outer V like I did before. This time intensifying it a bit more now that I know kind of what I'm working with. And then I'm taking it into the crease and just using that to deepen the crease like that. I'm doing the same with the other side. It's really, really pretty now. It's kind of really intensified it. What I like to do sometimes is, especially if it's like a browny shade, I've mixed it in with the orange a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit here. It's kind of like a browny orange at the bottom here. Very cool. That's really, really nice actually, I like that. And then I'm going to take that gold and just put it again on the middle section of the eye, just to kind of give it that sort of lovely pop. That makes it really like kind of dreamy. You don't have to necessarily do that, I'm just showing you kind of how I would use it. And then what I will do is take a little bit of that gold and put it on the inner corners. So I'm just taking that gold and just putting it on the inner part. And then a little bit on brow bone, a bit on the Cupid's bow. Tip of the nose. Okay, so that's the kind of eye look that we're going to work with at the moment. Again, I really like this orange, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to the inner corner just to make it pop. I like the fact that the orange is so kind of accented and pigmented. There's so many things you can do to play around with this palette, which is nice. Very, very pretty. As I mentioned to you, I have two of the Cream Touch Blush and Lip in SO1 and SO3. So I thought it would be good to start off with the SO1 shade, KAMITSU. And this one is really interesting. It's a really lovely neutral palette colour story. I don't have this at all. I've got some of the Chanel ones, which is something I mentioned in my previous video, which I find quite similar, but I don't have anything like this. And that's what it looks like. It's a really lovely neutral palette. So I'll put this on my face now. I'll do a hand swatch for you first. Okay, so let's do a hand swatch. I like the consistency of this. It feels kind of like thick. So that's the shade. Quite similar to my skin tone, a little bit darker. Might look more like a kind of bronzer on me. The consistency, I like this shade. It does look like a bronzer on me, but let's see how this looks. So I'm going to use this as a blush and lip product, but we're going to go in and I'm going to use my ring finger and then just dab the product on. Actually, it's very, very cute. It goes really nice with my tan. The shade is very pretty. I like applying this with my finger because of the consistency, so I'm just sort of showing you how I would use it. It's a lovely colour. And then I'm going to take the shade and then dab some on my lips. It's really nice. It's a lovely nude kind of shade. I might use a lip brush just to see how much depth I can get out of it, but I don't think I need it as much. I can use my finger and still get a lot of kind of pigmentation. And in some ways, I kind of like this look when I'm using it during the summer. I don't like to go too thick on my makeup, but I really like this. Right, let me grab a brush and I'll quickly show you it just there. So I'm just going to take my little Refa brush. This is number 23. And I'm just going to go in to the shade. Use this like a lip brush. To be honest, I got the same consistency using my finger, but I just wanted to show you how you can use it in different ways. So this is the shade, and you can see that it's a really lovely kind of bronzed up kind of shade, and as I intensify it you can make this a little bit more deeper or lighter as you saw it just now. I just wanted to show you it in a more deeper sense, especially with my tan. That's really, really pretty. I really like this shade, and I don't understand why Suqqu continuously do limited edition, because I think this will be really wonderful in their permanent shade range. I think that for someone who is darker than me, it may not show up as well. I think medium to tan may be okay, but I don't know how it would show on a darker skin tone, this one. But this is how it looks on me. So pretty. So this is the eyeshadow, and this is the cream touch blush and lip, and it's SO1. So what I thought we could do is, since we've got this already on, I might use a Suqqu treatment wrapping lip, which is their new shade in the limited edition 108, and this is the shade MITSUKOGASHI. Put that on top of this shade because it's quite similar in tone, and then I will put this on separately so you can see what it looks like. Apologies for my voice today. So this is the shade, and it's gorgeous, and it's got this kind of orange undertone to it. What I'll do is I'll do a quick hand swatch to show you, and then we'll apply it straight on here on top of this lip, and then we'll do it separately so you can see how it looks as well. So I'm going to quickly do a hand swatch for you. You can see it's kind of got this lovely orange undertone to the shade. And that's gorgeous. That's given it a really lovely boost. Just a little bit of orange to kind of complement the eyeshadow, and just boosted the look and just looks stunning. So this is the treatment wrapping lip, and look at that. So pretty. And it's the lip gloss, and it's just given everything a lovely boost. Okay, so I've just removed it, and we're going to try it on without anything underneath. Still really pretty without anything underneath. It's still a gorgeous kind of orangey glow. It's very, very summery. So I have just kind of neutralised my cheeks and my lips, and I'm going to show you the other shade. This is SO3 KUWANOMI limited edition, and it's the darkest one, and it's kind of got this sort of blackberry look. This is the closest to like a Chanel shade that I've seen. Gorgeous. Okay, so let me do a quick hand swatch of this shade. This is what the shade looks like. Gorgeous kind of berry colour. Okay, so let's try this berry shade. Going in with my ring finger again and just tapping it in just to see the intensity before I blend it out. This palette is really kind of nice because it will work with this sort of blush as well, because it's quite a summery toned eyeshadow with gold in it, so it works well. This will also work well with the other palette, this blush, I think, because it has kind of like a cool undertone to it as well. But this is beautiful. You can see how it's shining off my cheeks, and I'm kind of being careful because I just want to see how it looks first without going too far. I'm taking it to my temples. You can see the shade coming through. Very pretty. and you can build on that. Obviously I'm just kind of showing you the initial application. Going in to my lips now. That's pretty. And I'm just kind of wiping it over my lips to give it more intensity. It's really pretty. It's a really lovely shade, and any excess I just tap back onto the cheek and just kind of make sure I don't waste the product. I'd say that I would bring this out more during the evening time when I wanted a bit more colour and I wanted to kind of boost my look and make it a bit more colourful and bold. Daytime you could wear this too, but it still looks really pretty. It's a gorgeous shade. And you can see how I've intensified the cheeks with the kind of excess part of the product I haven't used, giving this gorgeous glow to both cheeks. It's so pretty. So finally, we're going to look at the last item that I picked up. This is the Suqqu Treatment Wrapping Lip in 107. It's in the shade NATSUBUDOU, and it's this gorgeous shade which I think will look fantastic as a topper. And we will try that again just like we did before, and then I'll do it separately, and then at the end I'll give you my final thoughts. Let's try this on now. Before I do that, let me show you a hand swatch of this. Here is the hand swatch. Beautifully pigmented and has that gorgeous berry look to it. It's stunning. Okay, so let's apply this on top of this shade. Well, that's really pretty as a topper. It's worked so beautifully. Okay, so I've just taken off the lip and I'm going in with the doe foot just with the lip product on without anything underneath. And you can see the intensity. It applies well without anything underneath as well. It's a stunning, stunning shade. So beautiful. Okay, so that is the whole collection from Suqqu. I have to say I'm very, very impressed. I thought that the first part of it, which was the PR pieces that I got, was really, really pretty. I seem to always get sort of extra surprised by the second part of a collection from Suqqu whenever I do it, because the initial colours that I sometimes pick I think are going to be good for me, but then it turns out that the ones that I hadn't chosen turn out even better. So I think this collection is so gorgeous. I like the way you can layer the products. I really like the cream touch blush and lip formulas. I think that, I don't want to say this, but I think they might be better than Chanel, because Chanel works really lovely on the cheek and it's more of a sheer look, but I like the pigmentation of these ones from Suqqu. I wish that Suqqu had these as permanent in their range, because I think this is such a lovely difference to have against the powdered formula that they do. It's lovely to have a cream one. It's a lot more refreshing, and I hope that they introduce this as a permanent line. With the eyeshadow quad, it's such a gorgeous colour. I love the orange in this, that it pops and I can play with that orange, and the brown as well is beautiful. So the two glosses are so pretty. I'm surprised it didn't bring out 3 because there was another blush that I picked up which was in between, but maybe they just felt like that the darker one could compensate and you can use that on the other blush that I used as well. I love all the pieces that I picked up, and I think what I love about Suqqu is they curate their collection so well that even if you went with 2 items you'd still get a gorgeous look, and you don't necessarily have to buy the full collection. So even though I'm reviewing this all for you, it's because I love Suqqu and I collect Suqqu, but pick what suits you, and I hope that in showing you this today that it's helped you to decide which items you're going to pick when they launch this week. I'll put down the launch day below, but I'm very, very excited. I really hope you get the pieces you want. I know that some people were disappointed with the last launch because they weren't launched on Cult Beauty for some reason, and obviously I don't speak for the brand. I don't know why they didn't launch, but I was told they were going to launch on Cult Beauty. I know that they're definitely going to be launched simultaneously across Selfridges, Liberty and Harrods, so definitely get your order in, or if you can, make sure you're online as soon as launch day comes. And I hope you can pick up some of these beautiful, beautiful shades. And like I said, apologies for not being myself today. I hope that this has helped you to decide what you might like. Definitely putting on makeup has helped me feel a little bit better today. I will get this video out for you as soon as possible before the launch date, and hopefully it will help you decide what to pick up. I have so many videos I filmed. I'm editing as we speak, and I do have more content to share with you, so please stay tuned. I went back and I picked up more of the Chanel Sun-Kissed powders. I managed to get them during the sale. I also picked up some Tom Ford stuff, and I've got YSL bits that I have not shared with you before that I bought from duty free as well as buying in store. I bought a handbag whilst I was in Milan, so I have something to share with you there as well. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.